When they all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, "Gather the pieces that are left over and let nothing be wasted." John 6:12. That part at the end there stands out to me. Let nothing be wasted. It reminds me that we serve a sovereign God and nothing happens in our lives that he doesn't bring back at some point to either teach us or someone else in our lives. Even the little things that you work on or you learn. Maybe you thought one day, I want to learn how to ride a unicycle, or I want to learn how to make balloon animals. That's something I did at one point, and God's allowed me to use that in the Philippines on a missions trip and during illustrations and to bless my kids. And you go, I just thought it was balloon animals at this point all these years ago. And I think of how many other things have happened in our lives, and maybe in your life, maybe you're thinking of something like that right now. I think of King David, who couldn't have known that he was supposed to fight a Goliath giant one day, and yet he wanted to become really good at slinging a stone. So he'd practice and practice and practice, and then God gave him an opportunity to use it on a lion. Then God gave him an opportunity to use it on a bear, and he said, I think you're now ready for a giant. And his story has been used to inspire people for thousands of years. When they face giants, we know that if God's on our side, we can overcome anything, because David did, right? But we practiced and we prepared for those bigger moments so that when they came, we were ready for those bigger moments. Some people want the big moments. They want to say, use every part of my life to do this awesome thing, but they spend their lives watching TV, not really developing any of the talents or gifts that God has given them. And so they don't get as many big moments because they wouldn't be ready for them. I think of it in the sense like God doesn't steer parked cars, or he's not going to steer a parked car. When Joshua went into the promised land, God could have easily just swept everyone right into the ocean. He could have said, hey, Canaanites, you're in the ocean, you're all dead. Joshua, it's yours, here's the promised land. But God likes a partnership. So he comes alongside and he looks at the talents he's helped you to have and to develop over your life. And he says, let's partner on this. Why don't you go in and use these war strategies to clear the people out of the land? So God doesn't steer parked cars. We need to be moving in the direction that he wants us to be going. And then we're going to be given opportunities. If you're not being given opportunities to use your talents and gifts at this moment, look for more of them. Make sure you get out there and put yourself in situations where they can be used, and then take the talents and gifts you know you have and start developing them so God can send you more and more opportunities. So don't let anything be wasted. In God's kingdom, nothing is wasted.